honey badger verse of the day today is kind of a gloomy verse. It's a cloudy day today, a little bit dark and overcast, and it's Job 14:14. If a man dies, will he live again? All the days of my life on earth, I wait for my renewal to come. And Job knows that he needs to place his hope on the eternal, that there is an eternal life, that once he leaves this world, he'll be with God. And Job actually faced many of his greatest fears. Job 3:25 says, what I has feared has come upon me. What I has dread has happened to me. And a lot of times we'll have a catastrophe mindset. We'll think about the worst case scenario. And that's what Job does here. It's kind of a dark perspective. But what he realizes at the end is that even in his darkest catastrophe mindset, in the midst of those situations when he faced them in real life, there's a variable. God was there. God provided comfort. God provided grace. And in the end, God provided provision. And one of the main messages of Job is that deuteristic theology doesn't always work. Deuteristic theology is the belief that God always blesses us and never allows bad things to happen if we have enough faith. But that's not true. Many times, faithful men and women, as we saw before, they die in their faith. They had a faith that dared to fail. But God has all of eternity to prove himself faithful. Job also said, men born of women are few days and full of trouble. Man is born to trouble as surely as sparks go upward. So we see in this world we have troubles, but in this world Christ is with us and he'll provide provision. And God's grace is sufficient to get us through this world. When my foot was slipping, God's grace and love uplifted me. In the midst of trials, in the midst of when we're facing tough situation, God is there. And the good news is it may be gloomy today, but tomorrow the sun may rise. And tomorrow may just be the day when Christ returns and we enter into his glory and we're able to see God as he is, and our lives will be transformed and made into his likeness. I'm going to end on this verse in James 5:11, and it says this, as you know, we consider blessed those who have persevered. You have heard the story of Job's perseverance and seen what the Lord finally brought about. The Lord is full of compassion and kindness. And when we go through situations we need to endure, we need to realize that God's compassion, kindness, mercy, and love is right there with us, and we can depend on it. In the comments below, share some situations and challenges you've experienced and how you've been able to endure by the grace of God.